Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer, Beyond Language. We're going to unpack something that pretty much all of us grapple with at some point. Specifically, we're really focusing on helping you clarify your true, deep-seated desires in learning English. It's kind of like a giant puzzle, right? So we're going to dig way beneath the surface today and explore the psychological architecture of why we actually learn a language. It is all about discovering your true motivations. So let's get started. I want you to ask yourself this directly and honestly. Are you learning English just for a skill, or are you doing it for an entirely new version of your life? It's a massive distinction. Like, are you merely chasing a language, trying to memorize endless vocabulary and master those tricky grammar rules, or are you actually seeking a total personal transformation? Keep that question rolling around in the back of your mind as we go through this analysis. You've probably heard, or maybe even said, this exact phrase. I want to communicate in English like a native speaker. It's an incredibly common goal, literally everywhere. But according to the WIPA approach, which by the way stands for observe, decode, act, and learn, this statement is actually just the outermost layer. It's literally just the surface of a deeply complex psychological system that's operating right beneath your everyday awareness. To truly clarify your desire here, we absolutely have to recognize this fundamental difference. It's not English itself that you truly want. Actually, scratch that. English is simply the vehicle. The destination? That is your dream life. You aren't after the car itself. You're after the incredible, life-changing places that car can take you. Section 1. The surface layer. As we start peeling back the onion of your subconscious, the crucial point is really this. When you desire what a lot of people call the dream life of thousands, it reveals something massive about your mindset. It means you're hunting for a completely new reality. You are absolutely not just buying a skill. You're seeking a whole new version of your life. English, it's just the key you need to unlock that reality. Section 2. The true motivation. Let's move to the next part and see how this builds. We've got 4 hidden pillars driving your desire. The first one, it's about travel. On the surface, sure, people say, I want to go places, but it's not some superficial love of tourism you're after. The absolute truth is a craving for ultimate freedom. You want to feel that literally anywhere can become home. You want to belong anywhere on the map, completely free from the borders of language or culture holding you back. The second pillar zeroes in on global relationships. And listen, you don't just want networking to acquire money or career assets. What you deeply, truly crave is connecting with kindred spirits. You want to be able to sit down across a table and have profound, world-expanding conversations with greater minds across the globe. Now, what's really interesting about this shift is how your motivation naturally evolves here. For this third pillar, it moves from a basic desire for personal achievement, like getting a better job, to a powerful desire for contribution. You don't just want to be personally successful. You want to open doors for others. You want to use your voice to actually help other people succeed too. And that brings us to the philosophical fourth pillar. Notice the contrast here. You weren't looking at English merely as a mechanical language system. No way. You view it as a profound tool for ultimate understanding. Deep down, you believe that language can actually cure human conflict by bridging the gaps that divide us. It's really about achieving global harmony. Section 3. Needs and beliefs. As we guide you even deeper into the psychological matrix, we move past basic motivations and get right into core human needs. It's fascinating how these two layers connect. For instance, a surface desire, like wanting global relationships, actually maps directly to a hidden need for inspiring human connection. Traveling the world, that is actually the hidden need for the freedom to choose your own life. Basically, every single language goal you have is secretly a massive psychological need just screaming to be fulfilled. Underpinning all of those needs is a single, incredibly powerful belief. When humans can communicate authentically with each other, opportunities, understanding, and harmony will appear. This right here, this is the true engine driving your entire language journey. It's definitely not about textbooks. It's about a deep, unwavering faith in human connection. Section 4. The hidden fears. We do have to look at the other side of the coin here, because behind every massive ambition is a shadow. These 4 fears are heavy, but acknowledging them is so vital. First, there's the fear of being limited by exactly where you were born. Second, the fear of missing out on amazing opportunities simply because of a language barrier. Third, that deep frustration and fear of being unable to truly express your thoughts. and ultimately, the terrifying fear of living a life that is so much smaller than your true potential. These fears are exactly what make the stakes of learning this language so incredibly high.
Section 5, Global Identity. Let's step back out of the shadow now.
Looking at what all of this builds toward, we finally reached the very core of our psychological onion. This is the ultimate identity you are striving for, a global citizen, someone who connects people through language, expands opportunities, creates true understanding, and inspires others. At this profound level, English is no longer the goal. It's just the essential tool you need to fulfill this incredible life mission.
I really want you to take in this core human insight. It's not about speaking English like a native, but rather it is about becoming a person who is no longer limited by language. It is absolutely not about passing a test, but rather belonging to the world, connecting with incredibly valuable people, and then passing that massive opportunity on to others. It is a complete, fundamental transformation of who you are in the world.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Now that you've clarified your deep desire and really understand your true identity, whose world will you change first using this language? Think about it. The world is out there waiting for your voice. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep pursuing that destination.